balance. There's no such thing as balance. So what's funny is my most recent book, Balls, it says how to build balanced relationships. And I truly believe there needs to be balance in relationships where, both people are participating each at 100%, and if not, that's where you see the imbalance. But what I don't believe in is a balanced life. There is no such thing as balance. I believe in flow, flowing from one challenge to one gift to kind of the yin and yang of life. What goes up must come back down. Even the sages know this, that they're never in constant contentment, because you would never know what you want if you don't know what you don't want. And so if there's pain or difficulties or challenges or just you're hungry, how would you know you're hungry if you don't have, an empty belly? And so there is no such thing as balance. And this is a big thing that people keep trying to teach to others is to get a balanced life. You're not going to get balanced. There are going to be times when you're going to work hundreds of hours in a row and you're going to be tired. And you're going to be out of balance with maybe what you're eating, or maybe your family, or laundry is piling up. And then you're going to slow down in the 100 hours, and projects are caught up, and you're working well, or you're doing great at school, or you're doing great in your world. The kids' laundry is all caught up, and now you don't have to do either. And maybe you have neglected another area of your life, which is exercise. And all of a sudden you have all this time to start exercising, or walking, or watching some sort of self-help and self-development type of programs that are starting to fill your spirit and your mind. That's flow. You flow into what shows up in the next segment or moment of your life, which goes back to what I teach all the time, which is purpose, power, and presence. And presence is being present right now. And right now, you're doing laundry, do laundry. And then in the next moment, all of a sudden, you're working on a project until 1 a.m, do the project with passion. But stop trying to create the fact that if you're putting too much into one area, that you're neglecting another. You will get there when it's time, knowing that they're all equally important and that they will all equally get your present when you're there. So remember that you're not always going to be in balance, but open yourself up to flow, which if you consider yourself on a river, if you were in a canoe, you wouldn't try to tell the river, start, stop. I'm ready for this, I'm not ready for that, I need to keep you all in balance, I only have a little bit of this corner, and then I'm going to flow over to here. The river just says, let's just go. And wherever we end up, if we're on the side, we'll end up on the side of the river. And if we end up in the middle, if we end up in a rapid, that's just where you are. And so I think if we learn how to flow more, that's the presence of just being. And when you're flowing, you're being. When you're being, you're just accepting fun, challenges, joy, sadness, happiness, sorrow, suffering, ecstatic behavior. It all just flows from one end to the other, thus mastering what most people would want to understand in the yin and yang is, which flow of masculine and feminine, assertion and aggression, to sensitive and feminine and nurturing. It's one into the other. You're not meant to stay stuck in one or the other, or balance both equally, because they never will be equal. They will flow.